Jackie Chan doesn't look angry when the man laughs. That's the first mistake. The second is assuming laughter is harmless. Hong Kong, early 1980s. The gym is cramped, hidden above a row of electronics shops. Its windows rattling faintly whenever a bus passes outside. Fluorescent lights buzz overhead. The air smells like rubber mats, sweat, and old ambition. This isn't a movie gym. No mirrors for posing. No branding. Just bags, pads, and people who believe they can fight. Jackie is here quietly. No entourage. No announcement. He's between projects and training wherever he can. He prefers places like this, where no one cares about film credits, where movement matters more than reputation. He stretches near the wall, methodical, unshowy. Some notice him. Most don't. The man who will laugh at him is already in the ring. Big. Not bodybuilder big, but dense. Thick forearms, compact shoulders, the kind of strength that comes from hitting things for a living. He's local. Well known. A former amateur champion who never quite went professional but never stopped believing he could have. His punches land hard on the heavy back. Too hard. The back swings wildly, chains creaking. People watch. That matters to him. Jackie finishes warming up and approaches the back next to the ring. He doesn't put on gloves. Just wraps his hands lightly. That alone draws attention. He begins slowly. Short punches. Compact movement. The back barely moves. A few people glance over, unimpressed. The man in the ring notices. Smirks. Is that it? He calls out. Jackie doesn't answer. He adjusts his stance. He punches again. Still controlled. Still restrained. The back shifts a little more this time. The man laughs. Not cruelly. Dismissively. The sound carries. That's a movie punch, he says. Looks fast. No weight. A couple of people chuckle. Not maliciously. They assume it's true. Jackie stops. Turns slightly. Looks at the man. No challenge in his eyes. Just curiosity. May I? Jackie asks, gesturing toward the ring. The man grins. Sure, he says. Let's see it close up. They step into the ring. No glaps. No defeat. Just conversation turning physical. What do you want to show? The man asks. Jackie thinks for a moment. One punch, he says. The man laughs again. That's it. Jackie nods. Go ahead, the man says, crossing his arms. I'll stand still. Jackie shakes his head. No, he says. I don't want to hurt you. That gets another laugh. Louder this time. You can try, the man says. The room leans in. Jackie positions himself. Not far. Not dramatic. Just close enough. Where? The man asks. Jackie gestures lightly. Chest, he says. The man puffs himself up. Hit me, he says. Your hardest. Jackie doesn't. He adjusts his feet. Aligns his hips. Relaxes his shoulders. The movement is subtle enough that most people miss it. Then he punches. Not fast. Not loud. Just precise. The sound isn't a smack. It's a dull, compressed thud. Like air being forced out of a sealed space. The man's expression changes instantly. Not pain. Confusion. His breath leaves him. All at once. His arms drop. His knees soften. He stumbles back a step. Then another. The gym goes silent. Not dramatically. Instinctively. The man tries to inhale. Nothing happens. His mouth opens. No air comes in. Panic flashes across his face. Raw. Unfiltered. Jackie steps forward immediately. Places a hand on the man's shoulder. Breathe, he says calmly. Slowly. The man bends at the waist. Hands on knees. Gasping. After a few seconds, air returns. Painfully. He straightens slowly. Eyes wide. Embarrassed. Shaken. What was that? He manages. Jackie withdraws his hand. That, he says, was structure. The room doesn't move. No one laughs now. You didn't hit hard, the man says. Jackie nods. No, he agrees. Then why? The man gestures vaguely at his chest, still breathing carefully. Jackie answers simply. Because power isn't about effort, he says. It's about alignment. The man looks at Jackie differently now. Not smaller, but unfamiliar. You mocked my punch, Jackie continues. Because it didn't look heavy. The man nods slowly. Yes. Most real power doesn't look heavy, Jackie says. The silence deepens. Someone at the edge of the gym whispers, "Do it again." Jackie shakes his head. "No," he says. The word is final. The man nods. Not offended. Relieved. They step out of the ring. Jackie bows slightly. The man returns it. Deeper. "Teach me," the man says quietly. Jackie pauses. Considers. "Not today," Jackie says. "Your body needs time to understand what just happened." The man nods. Accepts it. As Jackie gathers his things, the gym doesn't return to normal. The bags still hang. The lights still buzz. But something has shifted. People look at their hands differently. At their stance. At the way effort leaks out of their movement. Jackie reaches the door. Pauses. Turns back. "One more thing," he says. The man looks up. "Never laugh at what you don't understand," Jackie says. "It usually means it's about to teach you something." Jackie leaves. The door closes behind him. The man stands in the ring long after, breathing steady now, thinking, because the shock wasn't the punch. It was realizing how little effort it took. And that realization will change how he trains, how he fights, how he watches punches forever. What happens next isn't about proving strength. It's about rebuilding it correctly. And that lesson takes longer than a laugh. The gym doesn't recover its noise right away. Even after Jackie Chan leaves, even after the door swings shut and the city hum seeps back in through the windows, the silence lingers. It clings to the heavy bags, to the ring ropes, to the air itself, as if the room needs time to reassemble its assumptions. The man who laughs stands alone in the ring. Not wounded. Not angry. Unmoored. He presses 2 fingers against his chest where the punch landed. There's no bruise yet. No sweating. Just a deep, unfamiliar awareness. Like discovering a hidden switch inside your body and realizing someone else knows how to flip it. People slowly return to what they were doing. Or try to. A bag gets tapped, not struck. Someone shadowboxes with less confidence than before. Another adjusts his stance, overthinking every movement. No one jokes. No one laughs. The trainer watches from the corner. Arms crossed. Expression unreadable. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't need to. The man steps out of the ring and sits on the edge, elbows on knees, breathing steady now. His pride isn't shattered, it's unsettled. There's a difference. Shattered pride tries to rebuild itself loudly. Unsettled pride goes quiet and listens. That night he can't sleep. Every time he closes his eyes he feels the punch again. Not the impact but the absence of effort behind it. The way his body folded without permission. The way his strength didn't even get a chance to argue. He replays it obsessively. The stance. The distance. The lack of wind-up. Nothing makes sense in the way he's been trained to measure power. He wakes before dawn. Doesn't drink coffee. Doesn't eat. He drives to the gym while the city is still rubbing sleep from its eyes. The trainer is already there, sweeping the floor. The sound of bristles against wood is steady, meditative. The man waits until the sweep pauses. "Was that real?" he asks. The trainer doesn't look up. "Yes," he says. "But he didn't." The man gestures helplessly. "He didn't even try." The trainer finally meets his eyes. "That," he says, "was him trying not to hurt you." The words land harder than the punch. They train differently that day. Not harder. Slower. The trainer stops correcting power and starts correcting alignment. He adjusts foot placement by centimeters. He forces pauses between combinations, makes the man feel where tension gathers unnecessarily. Every correction feels like starting over. "This is stupid," the man mutters at one point. The trainer nods. "Yes," he agrees. "It feels that way at first." Days pass. The man keeps coming. Earlier than everyone else. He doesn't talk about what happened, but people can see the change. His punches are shorter now. His guard less rigid. He breathes differently. A week later Jackie returns. Not announced. Not expected. He steps into the gym like he never left. Shoes off. Jacket folded. Same calm. The room reacts immediately. Conversations stop. People straighten. Not out of fear. Out of curiosity. The man stands. approaches Jackie, doesn't smile, doesn't apologize, just bows. Deep. Thank you, he says. Jackie returns the bow. For what? He asks. The man searches for words. For not embarrassing me more than you had to, he says. Jackie smiles faintly. That's up to you, he replies. They train. Not sparring. Training. Jackie doesn't teach techniques. He teaches questions. Why is your shoulder tense before you strike? Where does your weight go when you miss? What are you protecting that doesn't need protection? The man struggles. Not physically. Mentally. Your punch still looks weak, the man says at one point, frustrated. Jackie nods. Good, he replies. But it doesn't feel weak, the man adds reluctantly. Jackie smiles. Now you're listening, he says. They work on 1-inch power, on relaxation, on letting the ground do the work. Jackie demonstrates once. Just once. Enough. The man tries. Fails. Tries again. Fails slower. Fails better. Weeks turn into months. The gym doesn't become a shrine to Jackie Chan. It becomes quieter. More precise. The laughter that once filled it fades, replaced by focus. People hit backs with less noise but more intent. The man stops chasing knockouts. Starts chasing control. One afternoon, a newcomer laughs at him. Mocks his light punches. The room watches. Waiting. The man doesn't react. He steps aside. Offers the bag. Try it, he says. The newcomer hits hard. The bag swings wildly. He grins. The man steps in. Adjusts. Punches once. The bag barely moves. Then settles differently. He steps back. The newcomer's grin fades. The room understands. Years later, the man tells the story carefully. Never exaggerated. Never dramatized. He doesn't say Jackie Chan defeated him. He says Jackie Chan corrected him. Strength, he tells younger fighters, is what's left when effort is gone. They don't always understand, but they remember the phrase. As for Jackie, the punch becomes a quiet companion. He carries it into films. Not as spectacle, as truth. His fight scenes change. Audiences don't know why, but they feel the difference. The punches don't look heavier. They look inevitable. In interviews, when asked about power, Jackie shrugs. People think power is loud, he says. Real power doesn't need noise. Once much later, he's asked about ridicule. What do you do when someone mocks you? A host asks. Jackie smiles. Sometimes, he says, they're giving you permission to teach. The gym continues. Paint peels. Backs get replaced. New fighters arrive who never heard the laugh that started it all. But the culture remains. No one laughs at punches anymore. They watch. They feel. They learn. He laughed at Jackie Chan's punch. What happened next shocked everyone. Not because of pain, but because of clarity. And once you feel that kind of clarity, you never go back to laughing at what you don't yet understand.